This is my Grahamstephan interview video. In this video, I'll be applying for the job of executive assistant for Grahamstephan. I'm gonna give you a tour of myself, telling you all the quirks and features of me. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna discuss all the different things that make me hireable by giving myself a Cayleb score. So I wanted to start off this video by introducing myself to you. My name is Cayleb Pletos. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I'm still living in Michigan. Right now I'm just finishing up my college education in accounting and finance, but I'm going to school online due to the virus and everything, so I can move anywhere you would like. I've always been really interested in personal finance and some of the things like investing and real estate and all of those things that help to grow your personal wealth. Those things have led me to start my own YouTube channel. I've created about 160 videos right now, all centered around cars in the automotive world. I know, Graham, you're a big fan of cars as well, so I'd like to hope that we can relate on that. Starting this channel and running it has really helped to give me so much experience with YouTube. I'm no crazy big YouTuber, I don't have a lot of subscribers, and I don't have a lot of views compared to a lot of people. However, this has still given me a lot of experience with dealing with people in the comments, discussing things with people, throwing videos up on YouTube, editing, and all the other things that go along with running a YouTube channel. I've always been interested in investing, and most of my investing is all in the stock market, and that's kind of how I led to find your channel. I was looking for something and one of your videos popped up. I found your channel at about 1 million subscribers, and it's been a journey since then. I've been an avid investor for about 6 years now, with diamond hands of course, and I'm on track to get my first rental property in about 2 to 3 months. Your channel has honestly taught me so much that I feel like this position would be a great opportunity for me to give back to you for all the knowledge that you've given me through your videos. I've always been an extremely motivated individual, but it took me kind of a while to find where to put all that motivation until I found entrepreneurship. Ever since I was a really young age, I've always been super interested in going after things and starting your own business. And when I was 17 years old, I started my first business as an Amazon seller. So basically, I'm a guy who really loves personal finance, is obsessed with cars, likes to meet people, and is really motivated. So you might be asking yourself during this hiring process, Cayleb, what makes you stand out? Well, you know what? Let me tell you. I sort of feel like this job was kind of made for me. All of these things that you talk about and the person you are is somebody who I aspire to be. And I like all of the things that you like. I've always been fascinated with things like real estate, investing, with a passion and love for cars, and wanting to better myself as a person. One of the things that really first started to open me up to personal finance was the first finance book that I ever read. I know this is going to sound extremely cliche and probably the first personal finance book that everybody reads, but it's Rich Dad Poor Dad. That was the book that kind of opened my eyes to this whole different world of how things could be and how I could change my life. I'm always completely ready to take on new tasks, new opportunities, and new experiences. I'm ready to drop everything in Michigan and move to Nevada tomorrow. And I'll do it for free. You don't have to pay me. I feel like just being in the room with you and some of the amazing guests that you have on your shows is far payment enough. And I would love to help you out free of charge. So you might be asking yourself, Cayleb, why should we hire you? Well, I feel like the best way to answer that is by giving you examples of things that I'm proud of that I think will translate into your position and, like a Redditor on Wall Street Bets, help you hold the line. One of the first big major accomplishments that I was super proud of in my life was when I was 14 years old. I got my second degree black belt, and that took about 7.5 years of practicing martial arts, and I was really proud of this achievement. That taught me things like being on time, dedication, hard work, and so many things that I think can translate into the workforce very well. Some other examples of how I was a hustler as a young kid include me going door to door in my subdivision and neighboring subdivisions with a little flyer that I printed out on my mom's computer that said, hey, I'll do your yard work, I'll plow your snow, just give me something to do and give me money. I was always doing odd jobs and trying to make money and working hard as a young kid until I was 14 years old. I finally got my first real job at an actual business where I held a sign outside of a pizza place for $5 an hour and a free pizza at the end of the day. I could probably sit here and tell you that I'm prompt and on time, but the best way to do that, I believe, is with an example. Before the virus hit, I worked in the hotel industry and lost my job once it hit, like a lot of people in that industry did. There wasn't much I could do, my whole department got wiped out. So after that, I got a job at UPS. During this job, I've had to work extremely early morning shifts, sometimes showing up to work as early as 2:30 in the morning. And I'll tell you what, there were days when I really did not want to be on time and really wanted to hit that snooze button, but I had to get up because, someone's got to deliver your Amazon packages, right? I feel like all of these things really help to show how dedicated I am, and I really think that that is why you should hire me and why I would be a great addition to your team. So here's what I bring to the table. Starting off with some of the skills I believe that I have is, number one, an understanding of YouTube. Now, like I said a little bit earlier, I'm no huge YouTuber, and obviously you know much more than I do about YouTube, but after creating 160-ish videos, I've gotten an understanding of how the platform works, how uploading works, how all of these different things tie in together, how to monetize videos, all of those things, and I think that it gives me a step ahead of somebody who doesn't know anything about YouTube. Next on the list is editing experience. All of those videos needed to be edited, and while I'm no crazy good editor, I haven't created any cinematic masterpieces, there are some videos that I'm proud of, and I'll leave a couple of my favorites in the description below if you would like to check some of those out. Third on this list is my communication. I believe that I'm really good at talking with people, and I do actually enjoy talking with and meeting new people. I think that if I'm helping with your podcasts and helping you with all these other people, I think that that's something that I'm going to need to be. I'm going to need to be somebody who is good talking with all these different people. I also believe that that would help me fit right in really well with your team. I'm also extremely prepared to take on whatever task you have for me. It doesn't matter if it's an extremely complex, big task or something as simple as going and grabbing coffee. Obviously, we would never actually spend $5 to go to Starbucks and buy coffee, but let's just pretend for this scenario. Now, I'm not going to lie to you in this video and say that I am the most skilled editor in the YouTube world or have the best YouTube content ever. I'm not going to pretend that I do because I know that I don't. I feel like what's really important, though, is that I'm willing to learn anything and everything that I need to do in order to complete this job and exceed your expectations doing it. I also believe that I have a really positive outlook on life and situations. I think that having a good positive energy on YouTube is something that people really need in their lives, and also people really resonate with. People want to have a good energy to look forward to, and I think that I can help bring more positive energy to the team. I'm also always very excited about new opportunities, new experiences, and new things that I can learn about. That's exactly why I applied to this position. The idea of moving across the country, starting a completely new life where I know nobody, don't know where I would live, don't know anything. It's scary at first, but I want to overcome that, and also it's exciting too. The idea of living a completely different lifestyle is very exciting to me, and I really want to learn from it. So at this point in the video, I'm going to give myself a Cayleb score. Now, what this is how I think I would score in some of the different areas I believe you're going to be looking for in your hiring process. So I broke this down into 4 different categories: technical skills, job fit, attitude, and experience. This goes from 1 to 10, 1 being the least qualified, 10 being the most qualified. And I want to tell you right off the bat that I didn't give myself a 10 on any of these. I personally don't think that anybody is perfect, especially not me, and I feel like everybody has room for improvement in any area of life. So that's why I don't think I'm perfect on any of these categories. Starting off on our first category, that is attitude. Attitude is something that I'm very proud of, and for this reason, I gave myself a 9 out of 10. I always try to find the best out of every situation and try to encourage my friends and family to do the same. No, I don't think I'm perfect, and there are bad days, just like everybody has bad days, but I think this is one of my most strong categories. This second category I wanted to talk about is technical skills. Technical skills, I gave myself a 6 out of 10 in this category. I do have some YouTube experience, but compared to your production level, my YouTube experience is definitely a lot lighter. There are going to be a lot of things that I would need to learn in this job, but I'm completely ready to take on the task and do whatever is necessary. The third category is experience. For this, I gave myself a 7 out of 10. I feel like I do have a decent amount of experience from doing all these things under my belt. I've also read a multitude of books on investing, real estate, self-help, that whole area of work, and I feel like that has helped to give me a lot of knowledge on all of these different topics, and a lot of them you cover on your channel. Number 4 on this list is job fit. Now for this, I gave myself a 9 out of 10. I sort of feel like if you and I ran into each other one day, you and I would really click, and for that reason, I was really excited about this opportunity. We both really like cars, we both like investing, real estate, YouTube, helping people. I just kind of feel like I was made for this job. I want to be a part of something bigger than myself and really grow with a company, and I feel like you are giving me the perfect opportunity to do that. I really do feel like I was made for this job. I will work extremely hard for you, Graham, and take care of any challenge that comes my way and your way. I'm ready to learn, and I'm also ready to help you take your business to the moon. I would love to answer any questions you have, and I look forward to hearing from you.